Hello, welcome to a VOD review on Ilios. This is a diamond level match. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting on things in real time. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's look at comp. We have Winston, that's a soldier right there, a diva, that's an Anna to the left, and there's also a Lucio here. You can see his little green aura on the left behind Anna. And this player is playing Tracer. So right off the bat, this is pretty divey with the front line of Winston, Tracer, well, not really a front line, but a group of Winston, Tracer, Lucio, and Diva, and then a back line of Anna and Soldier. Anna and Soldier will probably have to be, staying roughly close to each other to help each other out against flanks and whatnot. Diva, she can actually kind of roam between the two groups, helping out whoever needs help, and then her priority will be to take care of any attack visors, roadhogs, maybe Pharas, things like that. Cool. All right.
Oh, está bien.
Okay, cool. So this Tracer's already doing a really good job. She's flanking. She's going, left. We can't quite see where her team's going, but presumably most teams in solo queue will just go up main. So this is already really good on this Tracer to be taking this alternative route, this flanking route.
Okay, now wait a minute.
Cool. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, excellent. So I just want to highlight that. It looked like that for a moment the Tracer wanted to go into that direction just now towards her Winston, and I'm glad that she didn't. She went left. A lot of players will just kind of get impatient and just kind of go for the fight, but this is what you want to be doing. You want to be taking the route that's quickest to get behind your opponents. So instead of just rushing to the front, she's taking the time to see what the opponents have, like how they're positioning and getting it behind them. So this is already a really good flanking route. Oh, whoa, hello. This is perfect, exactly. This is exactly what you want as, Tracers, Genjis. You want to take the time to get behind your opponents and punish them. So this is great. That was kind of weird. This Tracer was attacking Mercy, and then it looks like the Tracer switched to is that Roadhog? Let's take a look. Full Tracer. Okay, so it looks like maybe it was just some mechanical, just a little bit slow on the aiming. Okay, but he's got her down to half health, so right here he might be able to finish her. He's in the middle of reloading. Okay, so right there, I'm not a big fan of that blink. I don't think the Soldier had quite noticed yet that Tracer was there. Oh, see, okay, and also the Tracer shot the Soldier. Unlucky for Tracer, she put a few bullets into him, and that's probably what made him notice her, because I think he notices her now. Yeah, so right here. Okay, so there's a lot of things to unpack here. So first, it sucks that the Tracer kind of messed up her aim. So because of that, the Tracer put some extra damage onto the Soldier, and that made the Soldier turn around quickly to help the Mercy out. And we don't quite know, like maybe on voice comms, maybe, the Mercy was really good about telling her teammates to help her out. But in solo queue, typically people are pretty slow to react to stuff like this. Darn it, this keeps happening. Okay, so the second thing I want to point out is the Tracer didn't have to use she uses a blink right here, and I don't think she had to. And especially if she had not attacked the Soldier, she almost definitely would not have had to use an extra blink here. Right there, that blink was not necessary. Although because the Tracer hit the Soldier, it made it a little bit more necessary. But I think she could have held out maybe like an extra second or two to really wait for the Soldier to actually turn around and focus on her.
Dead.
So mechanically, this Tracer is okay. Like I would probably roughly put this Tracer at a diamond level, so that's good. Cooldown usage, like I said, a little bit too quick to use it. The recall was okay because she was starting to get focused. She was at half health, so the recall's fine. At this point, this Tracer probably has to bail. But let's look at the kill feed. I think this is their second kill. So already, even though this Tracer kind of messed up mechanically and made some bad decisions, already the flank worked. She pulled resources from her opponents, made them, turn around and mess them up and cause some chaos, and her team won the fight on the other side. So even even if your mechanical skills aren't on point, you can, you can become a better player just by making these right decisions. So this flanking route was perfect. A lot of tracers you'll see they just kind of go up main with their team, and that's always the wrong call. Like 99% of the time, that's the wrong call. You always, as tracer, you want to do your best to get away from your team and get up behind your opponent. So I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but cool. Oh man, why does this keep happening?
Dead.
Cool. Use recall. Cool, she bails. Yeah, her team's clean up the fight. Goes back in. Good. Nope. You want to be on the Mercy, not the soldier. Okay, still, again, this tracer's doing a great job of just causing chaos. Like, even though maybe the target prioritization and maybe the mechanics aren't on point, but decision making wise, just being back there causing a ruckus, excellent. Good. Okay, that's good. That's a good recall.
Roll just on the side.
Okay, yeah, good to help collapse on that Genji. I think that's a great play. There was already a lot of support back. There was Ana back there, Soldier, and Mercy. So this tracer makes the call to... She sees a Genji just, kind of out of position and just goes to collapse on them. Great. A worse player would have made the decision to just stay back and keep poking. But the fight was already won. There's no reason to take on an Ana, a Soldier, and a Mercy. So yeah, and just to be clear, I'm pretty sure there was an Ana because I saw Soldier getting healed and there was like that little Ana bubble or the Ana like healing thing, and plus the Ana healing sound. So I'm pretty sure they have an Ana. So yeah, so good decision here to collapse on this Genji. Why does this keep happening? Good. Cool. So right now, this tracer, what she wants to do is she wants to go back to where she was earlier, back in that room, or maybe to be a bit more safe, maybe like right here. I can probably show you. She wants to go like in this area, that alley behind the room, and then start poking and prodding like she was doing earlier. So this is fine. So right now, I'd like her to go down that alley. Instead, she goes forward to attack the Zarya. No, she wants to doing exactly what she was doing earlier and keep causing a ruckus in the back line. And she doesn't have to commit to a fight. She just needs to put pressure there. Well, there's two ways she could do it. One, she could just poke and prod and put pressure. The other way is to just wait, like literally just crouch and do nothing until a fight starts, then jump on their Mercy, their Ana, whatever. So both ways are acceptable. Instead, this tracer's attacking the Zarya. I don't like this. Okay, so at this point, oh no, okay. So I would have liked if she backed off. She had a moment to back off. Now she's acting as a frontliner. This is exactly what you do not want to do. There's no reason to be here. This is super dangerous. If this was like GM level, the Soldier probably would have Helix rocketed her. There would have been an Ana grenade, a sleep dart, things like that. So this is a really bad call. Okay, but a very good kill. Yeah, awesome. A great kill. You outplayed them, but still not a good decision. And a little bit... Well, I like tracers to practice and be liberal with their pulse bombs because it's actually a really hard ability to use. So I don't mind the pulse bomb there. Oh, she's lit. Nice. Okay, so again, this tracer is kind of acting as a frontliner. I want her to be behind her opponents. Yeah. There's the res. So again, I don't like Tracer being here. She needs to be behind her opponents. Okay, cool. So she's fighting a Roadhog here. I think he has Hook. So she needs to blink probably behind him. Either in the room. Actually, no, not the room. She probably needs to blink to the alley. Oh, we didn't quite see what happened there. Okay, good. She's respecting the Roadhog. She's using her cooldowns. That's good. Wait out the tack visor, but she has a good angle on him. Oh man. Yikes. So it seems like, her team, this Tracer's team and this Tracer, it seems like mechanically they're probably just better than their opponents. But yeah, and it's starting to show just based on like the Roadhog hooks and the Soldier shooting and his ulting, so yeah. Good, that's a good pickup. Good, 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 good. Good, respecting the Roadhog. Cool. Okay, so you can keep pushing a little bit. Your team's with you, you can keep pushing. Actually, at this point, after those 2 kills, I'd probably stop pushing. Nope, no, 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 just wait, 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 wait. Oh, what is this Genji doing? Oh man, he needs a VOD. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Okay, so right here, this Genji should have been dead. There's no reason this Tracer should have messed that up. Oh, and she missed the, Okay, wow, so this Genji had a really nice mechanical play, but it's mostly because the Tracer just messed up the duel. And again, like I said, I didn't really like that she was chasing after those 2 kills. What she should have been doing in the first place was just waiting in this general area that she is now, and waiting to jump on someone, get a stick onto Mercy or Ana, and then yeah, and then just, you know, wreak havoc. Oh, a whole team died. Okay. So now as Tracer, what do you do when your whole team dies? You get into position. What you do is you burn all your cooldowns to go this way and get behind your opponents. Right now she's up main, and she's either gonna have to blink away back to her spawn, or she's gonna die here. So nope, nope, nope. No, nope. Okay. Cool. This is exactly what I want. Same thing as last time, or rather the first fight. This is exactly the setup that you want. No, but don't go this way. Take the time to go around. Your soldier's dead. Okay, so at this point, since it's a 5v6, now you just kind of go for broke. Your team either backs off as a team, which never happens in solo queue, or you just go for broke, go for a fight. So that's probably what's going to happen here. Yeah. So a lot of times I'm gonna. Oh, okay, never mind. No, finish the Lucio. You had him so low. You got to finish that Lucio. Oh, that was a huge mistake. Oh man. Anytime you have a healer that's that low, you gotta prioritize them. Always, 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 always. This is a good place for a stick bomb. Oh, not anymore. Never mind. Okay, so that whole sequence. So let's kind of yeah. Okay, so that whole sequence. It actually worked out because of that Mercy res. I think she just got the Tracer. Actually, I don't think she res Soldier. But I feel like your team's actually just better than their team, so obviously that's nice. But that whole sequence, the Tracer, I'm okay with the way she fought. She was reprioritizing kind of just based on what was near her, but obviously there were some mistakes in terms of who she decided to attack. I would have liked if she finished off that Lucio, then after that gone for the Mercy, and then, you know, a Roadhog. But sometimes as Tracer, it is better to actually just shoot kind of what's nearest you, especially, you know, if they're half health or low or whatever, regardless of what they are. So that fight was okay. I would have liked a use of Pulse Bomb at some point in there. You don't want to be holding on to your Pulse Bomb too much, especially since you don't have a Zarya. If you had a Zarya in your team, then sure, it's okay to wait for a Zarya ult, but you don't, so feel free to just burn those Pulse Bombs, because they recharge so fast. Overtime, really? So I really don't like this Tracer doing this, actually. It's a little bit risky. Okay. Okay, so I want to see the same thing as I saw last time. I want this Tracer to be taking an alternate flanking route. So what I want her to do is to take that route that's like over here, because everyone fights in this area. Well, like 90% of the time.
Right beside you.
Good, good, good. Yeah, yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Get into that room. Actually, this isn't so bad, but I would actually prefer if she went into that room. to the right of her. So, see, the problem with fighting this way is that you have to, so you can see what happened to this Tracer. She used cooldowns to get into position, to get behind the opponents, but then she doesn't have any cooldowns to fight. So, like I always recommend with flanking, you want to take a flanking route, get behind your opponents, as opposed to, using like Swift Strikes and Blinks to just get behind them, and then guess what? You don't have any abilities to fight, or not as many abilities to fight, and that makes fighting much harder. You're more likely to burn like your recalls and your deflects sooner than you would want to, and that's exactly what happens here. So be patient, take the time to get your opponents. I know you just want to fight, but your Tracer, you're like the fastest moving character in the game. Burn all as soon as you're out of spawn. Just use all your blinks to just quickly get into position, and then by the time the fight's ready to happen, you should have at least 2 blinks ready to go, and you'll already be to the side or behind your opponents. Okay, don't tunnel vision for the Roadhog. Yeah, he's gonna get healed up by this Ana. He has his E. Instead, find that Mercy. Is there still a Mercy? Or attack this Ana. It looks like she burned. Yeah. There's a golden bar around Roadhog's ultimate, Roadhog's health bar, so you can get pretty aggressive on this Ana because she doesn't have a grenade. That means you can get like a little bit closer than you normally would. However, because Roadhog is also next to her, you still need to respect him. So I like this position generally that this Tracer's in. She can just kind of play around. She can't go forward. She needs to, just stay roughly this distance and backpedal if they go forward. And if they go, if they come to this Tracer needs to backpedal. If they go towards the fight, then this Tracer can follow. So let's see. Oh, clutch sleep dart. That's it. Oh, nice. Oh, they really messed up. I think it was Ana. She got it. Wait, who messed that up? I just want to clarify. Oh, it was Roadhog. Oh my god, this is like bronze level plays. Like all this Roadhog had to do was literally walk up to Tracer and left click her. Wow. Okay, if I was Ana, I would be pissed. Yeah, so that was a clutch sleep dart. It looked like Tracer was playing it correctly though. She was backing off, so that was good. She was respecting that. A lot of bad Tracers might try to like use cooldowns to run into this room and get away. But because Tracer was so low, oh yeah, I can't quite circle this, but because Tracer was so low on cooldown, she couldn't do that. So her only plan of action here was to back off. And again, if the Ana and Roadhog decided to just leave the Tracer and go back into the fight, then the Tracer can follow them and poke around corners and whatnot. So, yeah, cool.
Let's try that again. This objective has my name written all over it.
Oh, okay, mechanical mistake. But this wasn't really necessary, actually. You guys had already won the fight. Or actually, I haven't been paying attention to the kill feed, but you have the positional advantage, so there's actually no reason to go into this room. Especially with Ana and Roadhog behind you. So you probably should have just gone to the right and just regrouped with your team. And wait for your cooldowns to come back. More blinks. You need more blinks. You need recall.
This objective has my name.
Yeah, so... Oh, and I know that as soon as you saw that health bar, you were like, man, I just gotta go for it. But you're already being attacked behind you. So, yeah, that was this really silly play. You had even if you hadn't cleanly won the fight, you had great positional advantage. So you just should have went back to your team and waited for your cooldowns to come back. And I feel like that's a problem with a lot of Tracers at low levels. They don't pay attention to their cooldowns. Like, as Tracer, with no cooldowns, you are, like, the most useless character in the game. I mean, she still does tons of damage, but, like, she's just so easy to kill when she doesn't have all of her mobility options.
Everyone on the point.
What's happening? Oh, and you guys lost it. That's sucky. Okay, so now as Tracer, what do? Now as Tracer, you want to take that flanking route with like the bathtubs, that bathtub room or whatever. That's to the right. Oh, your soldier just died. Okay, no. Oh man. Okay, yeah. So what I want this Tracer, actually, there's a couple things she could do. This Tracer could, because the enemy team isn't here, she could just use all her blinks, or maybe just one or two, and get far behind her opponents, or take that bathtub route and get around the point. Because the enemy team is like roughly here, I would suggest this route. It's the safer route. Then she can go behind them, get that high ground on that room that's like right here, and then from there, her soldiers should be back, and then you can start a fight. Instead, I have a feeling the Tracer is actually just going to wait around here and not know what to do. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so right now this is worthless. You already have pulse bomb, so doing damage here is unlikely to kill someone. You're better off taking the time to get behind your opponents, especially since you have so much downtime, because your team should be waiting for soldier. Yeah, go. Yes, this is good. Go. Follow that Winston. No. Oh, actually, okay, so this is actually an interesting position because your Winston is going to flank, and you were with him, but then you saw that Genji and Zarya were pressing your team. So now, actually, this is actually a really hard decision to make. And even as a top 500 player, these kind of decisions are still really hard to make. Do you follow your Winston? Do you collapse on your opponents who are trying to dive your team? So to be honest here, I don't really quite have the answer here as to what you should be doing. I actually think both options would be okay. So actually, I would lean slightly more towards... actually, this is a tough one. I think this is okay. I think it's roughly a 50-50, and it really depends on the situation. In this situation, I think it's a 50-50, so we'll see what happens. Okay, they backed off. So now would be the time to go back to your Winston. Unfortunately, it looks like your Roadhog demeched Diva, so we'll see what happens. Oh no, this is a sloppy fight. Sloppy. So that was actually really cool what Genji and Zarya did, because they kind of faked like they were attacking you, and then they made a super good decision to come back. So it was kind of like a bait. That was actually a really smart play on their part. And, I don't think they planned it to be that great, but it was good on their part to start fighting, kind of poking and pressuring you. And then they thought, you know what, nah, this is too crazy. Their teammates were probably saying, hey, come back. And then they came back. And that's great because, again, they caused pressure and then they pulled back at the right moment. So, before it was too late, before it was the point of no return. So that's pretty good gameplay. And it worked in their favor. Cool.
Did we go in?
Okay, cool. That was a good zoning ult. So now she should kill this Anna. Okay, good. They got her. So this is just a brawl. Not a lot of strategy going on here. Just ult burning. Get the Lucio. Finish him. You got him. Good. Okay. Great. Okay, don't get too crazy here. Okay, now you need to back off. Perfect. Good. So that was a good example of, going in, pressuring the opponents, going for a fight, and then when he was, around a corner with, I think he had healing, and, teammates potentially coming back from spawn, then you back off. Whoops. So right here, she goes, and then she recognizes, oh, fuck that, I'm out. Yeah, and you can see, I think Anna was healing him. So now oh, man, okay. So I was going to say, now what do? Now you probably go for that high ground room. Actually, no, you can't from this position, so never mind. At this point, I would just wait roughly in this general area. Actually, you know what? This is what you would do. You'd probably go into this bathtub area that's roughly here, and then get behind your opponents and start fighting them. So, unfortunately, she got sleep darted, so we'll see what happens. You do have your team with you, so you're probably okay. Oh!
Nice.
Okay, so now I would like for this Tracer to get into that bathtub area.
I got both up.
Okay, you got a Roadhog to your left. I can hear his footsteps. You got to be careful. Oh, nice. Very good.
Nice.
So now it should just be clean up. Don't be too greedy, though. Good. No, I don't like this. I really don't like that. No. Okay, so, again, as Tracer, you do not want to be acting as a frontliner. You need to be behind... Okay, you need to be behind your opponents, and at the very least, if you can't do that, stay behind your tanks. only go in for kills when you know that they're low and you can get it really quickly. In this case, I don't think anybody was. I think everyone was roughly full health, and I think you had just used your recall. So yeah, you don't have recall even. So this is really greedy.
Fuck me, I get flipped all the time. I'm back.
Yeah, this is that was not a smart move.
Get grass only.
Protect the objective. My ultimate is ready.
Get a point, Fish. Get a point to that, that's right.
Defend the objective. Protect the objective. Thank you.
It's just a brawl. You're just stalling. That's cool. Wait, what? Oh, did you get res? Oh, you got res. Oh man, how did? Wait, did that get DM'd? Whatever. This is just a brawl. We're just brawling here. Brawl, brawl, brawl.
Go, come on, dude.
Finish him? Oh man. Okay, so a little work on the aiming. That's okay. If fight's over, just die. You should just. There's no point in fighting this. You should just either run away or just jump off a cliff. Instead, you're gonna get staggered even more, so that's obviously not good.
Okay, go. Diva, can you get a point, dude?
Go.
So at this point, you just gotta go for the fight. You got no time left. Oh.
No, I thought you. Yeah.
Ooh, I heard a Zenyatta switch? Ooh, I like that. Just because I like Zenyatta, not necessarily because it's a better team comp, but that's cool. Okay, so the only thing here is you have two defensive ultimates, which can be tricky, but they're a duo queue, so hopefully they can coordinate among themselves, or between themselves. Okay, so, again, frontlining here. So I feel like this Tracer totally nailed it the first round, and then now this Tracer is just kind of forgetting everything she learned. You need to take flanking routes. On this map, I like this route over here, this one. I like this one right here. Alternatively, you can do that one to the that's like over here, and use your blinks to get like into that little room. Either are okay. It just kind of depends on your preference and how you play it. So okay, so already you're behind here. You have one blink and a recall. So this isn't really a good position to be in. Not to mention you're at 79 health because you decided just to like blink into your teammates. So instead of going this way, because this Tracer chose this route, she should have just gone like over here. Instead, she goes this way. Oops. No, this is not what you want, my friends. This is not gonna end. And you have to burn recall, so this is already this is bad. This is never the position you want to be in as Tracer. You don't want to have to be frontlining. You want to be behind your opponents, behind. Right now, this Tracer's starting to tilt, and she's playing like inside of her opponents. Like that's just not where you want to be. You want to be behind them. I mean, I feel like at this point I'm just beating a dead horse.
Back in the fight.
Okay, so now would be an okay.
Horrible. If I go healer, we have nothing to jump with the Winston. So
Yeah, follow that soldier. Follow that soldier.
Some flanker.
So as Tracer, okay, so this is kind of clusterfuck. This is no good. So I feel like this
I will go heal after I die.
No need.
wait for the heals. Wait for the heals. So again, this is just a brawl. Go for a stick. Go for a stick. Go for a stick. Good. Good.
Drop the beat.
You want to go lethal? You want to go Widow? I will go heal.
Good. Get that soldier. Oh,
He doesn't want to, so.
So, whoa, respect the Roadhog. Okay.
That feeling of deja vu.
Pick up this.
Okay, so again, okay, so I really want this Tracer to just get behind her opponents. Please, Tracer, get behind your opponents. Please. And now you're caught. Okay, gotta burn recall though. Man, this soldier is not very good. Well, no, I mean, I guess, no, I take that back. He got kills, he just wasn't focused on the Tracer, which I suppose is fine.
Next objective.
So some mechanical plays that are being made there that are great, and then some misplays there, like burning your clip around that tree.
I think you guys got it.
I really don't have too much to add except, you know, what I've been saying. And I feel like this is something that happens to good players who kind of tilt, where they kind of just forget all the things they've learned, and then they just kind of tunnel vision. So again, this Tracer's just making the same mistakes over and over again. If you're gonna play it like this, you should be playing Soldier, or you should be playing I don't know, McCree, or maybe even like Reaper. You'd probably be more effective. Actually, I take Reaper back because Reaper's not very good right now, but he will be next patch with that buff he's getting. Maybe.
Pretty bad. Close to their ults.
My ultimate is charging.
Big group, I think. The last soldier. Let's jump there on, okay, Winston? Soldier's back, let's go.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Diva's putting in work, actually.
Not as well.
Okay, so I think I've seen enough of this VOD to kind of explain what I think needs to be improved on. So I'm just gonna wrap up with this. I want this Tracer to, so there's a thing about flanking where if the fight has started and you're not already in position, you probably already messed up what you were supposed to do. When the fight starts, you need to already be in position, and in position for, in the case of Tracer, is to be behind her opponent, waiting in some, you know, roughly safe area. So if like the fight's already starting to happen and you're blinking to get into position, you've already messed up. You need to anticipate when fights are going to happen, and maybe anticipate it by like 5 or 10 seconds, and then that's when you get into position. That's the general idea. So I'd like this Tracer to work on that more. And, you know, what this Tracer should do is look at that, the first like minute or two of her play, and then, you know, kind of use that as a starting ground, a foundation to say, okay, this is how I should be playing Tracer, you know, 95% of the time. Because obviously, you know, these rules can be broken and bended, but a really good player knows when it's okay to break those rules. But first, you know, master doing it first, and then you'll learn when it's okay to not do that. All right, cool. That's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it.